Now, your host, Checkers the Inventor.
Hello and welcome to Checkers Library TV. We are so excited to have you here for our October show, and we can't wait to get started. Before I go any further, I do have to introduce my friend, my robot pal, Snoozer.
Hello, everybody! I am Snoozer!
Alrighty, well, it's good to have you here, buddy, and I'm really excited for this show because we have a lot of amazing things planned, but we don't want to waste any time. We want to get right to it. Let's get on with the show. Wait a minute! I can't forget about something. We have a contest this month, a contest for the month of October, where you will have a chance to win a special prize. Snoozer, what are people going to have a chance to win this month?
The winner gets this activity book!
Wow, that sounds really exciting. Action-packed, full of mazes, coloring sheets, different games you guys can participate in, activities, so much to do. So make sure you win this. This is going to be really great if you can have a chance to win this. This is awesome. Wow, well, here's how you can win this amazing prize. All you have to do is this. We are going to be sending this picture of Snoozer. It's going to be sent to your library, and what you guys are going to do is color in the picture however you want. It can look just like Snoozer. It can look a little bit different than Snoozer. Be creative. Do whatever you want to do with it, and you will have a chance to win this prize. Every single library who's an affiliate partner of Checkers Library TV is going to have this contest in their library. So there'll be one winner per library. We hope you have a chance to win. This will be great. Now, ask your library how they're going to be distributing the poster. They might be sending it out on email. They might have it on their Facebook page. You might have to go in and get the Snoozer coloring sheet right from your library. So make sure you check in with your library and see how they're making this available to you. You will have a chance to win this great prize. So make sure you join and be part of this contest. We're gonna have more contests with Checkers Library TV, but this is our first one, and it's a great way to start off the fall season. So make sure you don't miss your chance to win this prize. Wow, that's really great. All right, well, there's gonna be a lot of other great stuff coming to you guys, so make sure you sit down and stay tuned for this great show here on Checkers Library TV. Well, it is the month of October, and we want to start by celebrating everybody's birthday who's celebrating a birthday the month of October. So if you are celebrating a birthday this month, happy birthday from everyone here at Checkers Library TV. Now, Snoozer, if I'm not mistaken, the month of October is your birthday month. Snoozer's birthday is on October 14th. Alrighty, well, happy birthday, Snoozer. I'm really excited for that. Do you have any big plans for your birthday?
Do I have plans? I'm gonna watch a movie, eat lots of cake, play with my toys, have fun with my family and friends. I'm gonna watch football, make pancakes, draw, play with checkers, eat lots of cake, draw, eat lots of cake, play with my toys.
Oh my gosh, Snoozer, I don't know if you're gonna have time to do all that stuff on one day, but happy birthday to Snoozer and everybody else celebrating a birthday this month. Now, we also want to talk about all the cool things we're celebrating this month. First and foremost, the whole month of October is Vegetarian Month, and this is a month celebrating all of our vegetarians out there. A vegetarian is somebody who doesn't eat meat, so they'll eat things like fruits, vegetables, they'll eat bread, all this sorts of different stuff that grows in the earth, but they just won't eat meat. And that can be great for eating foods that are high in vitamins, antioxidants. Of course, Dr. Dan mentioned a little while ago how blueberries, my favorite fruit, are high in antioxidants. So Vegetarian Month is a great thing you guys can celebrate. Even if you're not normally a vegetarian, it might be something you might try to eat less meat this month, all the month of October. Maybe try to eat less meat. That could be a cool way to celebrate that, especially when we talk about eating pumpkin seeds or anything like that around the Halloween season. That might be a great way to start eating more vegetables and thinking about that. That's another thing you can try. So Snoozer, what do you think about Vegetarian Month?
I love it! Vegetables are delicious! Yum, yum, yum!
Awesome, Snoozer. And speaking of vegetarianism, the month of October is also National Popcorn Popping Month. And that is a cool thing to celebrate because popcorn is a great snack and it doesn't have any meat in it. So if you want to celebrate Vegetarian Month, you can also do that by eating lots of popcorn because it is low in calories. It's pretty healthy for you. If you think about it, it's just corn, which is a vegetable, that you are popping and eating. And if you don't have it with a lot of added butter, sugar, and other things like that people put in their popcorn, it's especially really healthy for you. So that is a great snack. A lot of people like to eat popcorn when they're watching movies or sporting events, things like that. It's just one of those great snacks to celebrate with. Now, Now, another thing about popcorn, if you want to add some ingredients to it to make it taste a little bit better and have some differences and maybe have some changes up, you can add things like chocolate or butter, different things you can put in your popcorn that make it really good. What's your favorite thing to put in popcorn, Snoozer?
It's hard to say because there's so many options. If I had to choose one, it would be celery.
Celery? Snoozer, why would you put celery in your popcorn?
Oh, please, Checkers. Celery gives it that crunchy crunch. Yum, yum, yum.
All right, Snoozer. Well, this is something that I know everyone's going to love. The entire month of October is also National Cookbook Month. And look at this, cookbooks. Who's ever checked out a cookbook? It can be really a lot of fun. This book I've got here is actually a book for kids. You can learn all sorts of cool recipes. It's got all these amazing illustrations. I almost want to talk about this on Checkers Loves Books sometime. Look at this. So many things you can learn about. Now, cookbooks are great because you can learn about recipes that you may have never heard of before. Of course, you can find a lot of recipes on the internet, looking up stuff online, but checking out these books can be really fascinating because you can be finding information about recipes and different ingredients to put in food that have not been used in a long time. So there can be a lot of secret things that you can't find on the internet. And one of the best things you can do with this is check out books at the library and see if they have a cookbook for you guys. Book for children, book for adults. You can cook things with your parents. There are so many things to do, and I think anyone who does this is going to have a lot of fun with it, and they're going to love doing it, especially now as we're moving into October. There's a lot of cool recipes and things just for the fall weather that I think a lot of people are going to have fun with. So make sure you check out a cookbook, or at least ask your parents if they have a cookbook around the house. Start cooking different meals with your family. That's always the best when you cook something unique with your whole family. Get everybody involved. Snoozer, do you like cookbooks?
I do love cookbooks, Checkers. In fact, I want to make a huge Snoozer cookie.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Snoozer. Maybe we should make something like that. All right, well, we'll write that down. Maybe we'll see if there's a recipe for something like that. I don't know if there will be, but that will be a cool thing to check out. All right, well, we have a great show coming for you guys today. We have Dr. Dan and Mrs. Hamilton back again. We are going to have Snoozer talking about some great jokes he's thought of, and I, of course, am going to be recommending books that we're going to have a great time with as well, and so much more. We have a great guest coming on Let's Get to Know that I think you guys are going to absolutely love, and a bunch of surprises that I can't tell you about yet, but we're going to get to all of it right here on Checkers Library TV.
Did you know? There are over 14 million camels in the world. Camels can run as fast as 40 miles per hour. Wowie, wow, wow, that's fast! Camels live, on average, for 40 to 50 years. A camel can drink around 30 gallons of water in just 13 minutes. The library has tons of books about camels. Visit the library to learn more.
To Let's Get to Know. This is the part of the show where we go out into the community. We meet some really cool people and we learn more about them. And today's extra special because we are getting to know someone who makes popcorn. That's right, we are going to Papa's Popcorn. We're meeting with two owners of Papa's Popcorn who make amazing flavors of popcorn. They have so many interesting things that you're going to really, really enjoy this, and so am I. So let's go on a little road trip and we will get to know Papa's Popcorn. All right, we are here getting to know very special guests. We have Papa and Bertie from Papa's Popcorn. How are you guys doing?
We're having a great day.
Great.
Oh, it's so great to have you guys here and learn more about you. So you guys make popcorn, right?
Yep.
Yes,
How
we
long
do.
have you been involved in that? How did you come up with this idea?
Well, Papa retired and he needed something to do, so I decided why not open up a popcorn stand. Everyone loves popcorn, and we opened up Papa's Popcorn.
And it's really unique. You guys have like lots of flavors and lots of cool things like that.
That's the fun part of it all, is making all the flavors. Because people love to be watching us to see what's next.
Yeah.
Right. And how do you come up with different ideas? Where do you get these ideas from?
Sometimes right from the customers.
Yeah, a lot of customers, and then we dream about them, and Papa creates them. So we have a lot of gourmets. We have kettle corn. We have all different
A lot
kind
of
of
candy corns.
And chocolate drizzle is a big hit, especially in our season, October, November, and December.
Do you have like special seasonal flavors, things like that are like special around that people like?
Right now we're running the apple cinnamon caramel and the chocolate drizzle. And then Robin will get into gift baskets and stuff like that coming up at Christmas time.
And then we also do a delicious maple kettle.
Maple kettle. That's cool. Yeah, so you guys are here. You have a location here. Do you guys travel at all?
Actually, we do. We have a popcorn trailer that we go to a lot of sites and a lot of different events people invite us to, and we have a gorgeous popcorn trailer.
That's really cool. What's like your favorite thing about what you guys do?
It's easy.
I love popcorn. It's my passion. And I love the smiles on everyone's face that come here. Everyone's happy buying popcorn.
You never see a sad face walk up to the stand. It's
Right.
always happy.
That's really cool. Yeah, it's really awesome that you guys have this nice little location. You got lots of cool flavors, things. Everybody's happy. So I'm sure you guys have a lot of fun with it.
Oh, it's great fun.
It is.
It is a lot of fun.
Now, is there ever something that you consider like the hardest thing about what you do? Is there something that's tricky?
Just coming up with how to make the next flavor.
Yeah,
that gets a little tricky sometimes.
Because you're always trying to top yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a good idea.
So we throw a lot out for that reason.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, there's a lot of trial and error.
Trial and error is a big one.
Yep.
Yeah. What's like your favorite flavor that you guys have come up with?
The apple cinnamon caramel is pretty good.
That's awesome.
We did creamsicle, which was a smash hit, and I just did atomic fireball.
Ooh, is that like spicy hot?
It's just like the fireballs.
Right.
When you used to get the fireballs and they're hot.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird to think about. There's so many options with popcorn. 'Cause
Oh my goodness.
It's kind of pretty basic on its own, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of healthy for you, and you can kind of change things and add things. And
That's what our customers look for, what we're doing next. And Robin keeps us on Facebook, and they're always going, what's next, what's next? It's fun.
yeah,
If you dream it, you can make it.
absolutely. Well, yeah, I hope it's not too much pressure coming up with new stuff, but it seems like
I
you're doing a
love
great
it.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really happy doing it.
All right, well, I do have something which is called the 7 quick questions. You guys ready to go?
Okay.
All right, first question. What is your favorite animal?
A dog.
Oh my gosh. A lion.
All right, dream vacation.
Hawaii.
What's your favorite movie?
Yellowstone.
That's a hard one. Oh my god. I have to say Greece.
All right.
Kind of cheesy.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Biking or swimming?
Viking.
Biking.
All right. Do you like popcorn or ice cream?
Popcorn.
Ice cream. That's why we get along so well. We're opposite.
Last question. What is one thing about you that we don't know? Something unique?
I build stuff. I'm fabricate anything Robin needs to make her job easier. I make it.
Cool. You like to, do you like woodworking and
No,
stuff like
the
that?
metal equipment.
Metal equipment. Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And my favorite thing is gardening, as you can see.
Yeah, you guys do a great job. We'll have to show some of this stuff off. So that's awesome. What's your favorite thing to garden?
All flowers. I love flowers.
Fantastic. All right, well, guys, it was really great getting to know you, and I love what you guys do. It's really interesting and really cool. And we will have another special guest here next time on Let's Get to Know.
If you would like to email Checkers and Snoozers, send your emails to checkers@checkerslibrarytv.com. We always look forward to hearing from you.
Well, hello. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to be reading you a story, and it is called Acorns Everywhere. And I love this. So acorns is spelled A-C-O-R-N-S, but instead of an O, they made a little acorn. And this is a much loved book, so I had to tape it back together because all the kids like to look at it. There is a squirrel, and look what he's doing. He's holding a bunch of acorns. The author is Kevin Sherry. Acorns everywhere. That is a funny looking squirrel. I must hide them. Gather. That's what squirrels do. They gather the acorns. And do you know why they gather? They gather them because they're getting ready for the next season. So usually acorns start to fall in the fall, and the squirrels, and maybe the mice too, gather them up. So they have something to eat in the winter when snow is covering the ground, or it's just so cold and it's hard to get into the ground. Dig, bury. So they're burying them. Looks like he's breaking the ground so he can stick the acorns in there. Gather, dig, bury. And they also, not only do they dig them in the ground, but they put them in holes in trees. Oh dear. Gather, dig. I don't know what that is. It has some big feet and claws. Bury. Berries. Oh, when you bury something, that's not the same as berries that grow on trees. I think he thought he was saying berry when he was talking about the berries. Phew, says the squirrel. He was a little worried. Grumble. Does your tummy ever make that noise when you're hungry? Do you think he's hungry? Now, where did I put those acorns? That's funny. So I think that he was so busy burying the acorns, he doesn't remember where he put them. So now he's looking at the berries and thinking maybe a berry would be a good thing to eat. Berries everywhere! Oh, I hope he didn't take it from Mr. Mouse though, because it's not nice to take things out of other people's hands, right? Berries, he said. Up and look what those mice are doing. They were watching where the squirrel was burying his nuts. So now they're eating his nuts while he's sleeping. Well, that's a silly story. Up and here is a picture. I don't know where that is, probably a hole in a tree. There's a lot of acorns there.
And now, the question of the month. What is your favorite dinosaur?
My favorite dinosaur is a triceratops. My dinosaur is a T-Rex. Wow! Watch that goes. My favorite dinosaur is a T-Rex. Roar! Hi, my favorite dinosaur is a T-Rex. Stop! Stop! Wow!
My favorite dinosaur is a velociraptor because they're fast, they eat meat, and they're feathered.
My favorite dinosaur is all of them.
Thanks for joining us for the question of the month.
Hello and welcome Welcome to Checkers Loves Books. This is the part of the show where I recommend books that I think you should be reading. And we have a whole bunch of fantastic books to read today. Books for older readers and books for younger readers. We're going to start with the younger readers, but all the books today are about safety. And for the younger readers, I have Smokey the Bear. Now, if you haven't heard of Smokey the Bear yet, he's a great character in these books. There he is. He's a little bear, and he's helping you guys learn all about how to be safe, especially when we're going to out camping or anything like that. Look at this book. It's got a lot of really nice pictures, how to put out fires safely, how to really keep track of a lot of things, and it's a really fun series of books. You can read one Smokey book or go on to other ones, and like I said, they always teach you about being safe, being careful, and making sure we're taking care of all the things we should. Really fun and really informative, and I love reading that book. Now, when it came to reading books for older readers, I was having a little bit of trouble, and that is why it's always great to go to the library and see what kinds of books they have, because when I went to the library, they had all sorts of books all about safety that I really enjoyed picking out, and we're going to talk about today. Now, when you get older, being safe takes on a much wider group of things it could be. It could be books about how to be safe during emergencies, how to be safe on the internet, how to be safe when we're riding a bike, or anything like that. These are awesome books, and there's a whole bunch. This one's all about strangers. So as we get older, we have to learn about being safe in a lot of different categories. But the one I want to really talk about today is this one, which is being safe on a bike. This book has a really fun character. It's Safety Sam. He's a little mouse, and he's going to help you guys learn about different ways to be safe. We have to make sure we're always wearing a helmet, because up to 70% of all head-related injuries could be prevented if we were all wearing helmets. But this book has so much more to it. It's got things about riding on the road and pavement. It's got things about all the riding rules, and it's got parts of the bike that you might want to know. And in the back of the book, there's a quiz with Safety Sam where you can kind of go over the stuff you learned and make sure you remembered all the material from the book. When you're a little bit younger, you can have your parents read the book to you. But when you get older, you can be reading these books for yourself and learning all the material. So we talked about safety books for older readers and the Smokey the Bear books for younger readers. Great books to learn about safety, and they'll also have a lot of fun while you're doing it. Well, we had a lot of fun this time, and we'll be back next time right here on Checkers Loves Books.
And now it's time for
the joke of the week. Why was a T-Rex afraid to go to the library? Because her book was 60 million years overdue. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off, another rocket ship run. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off, another rocket ship run. Take me to the sun. Take me to the sun. When I get there, I'll go spinning through the air, spinning round the sun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off, another rocket ship run. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off, another rocket ship run. Take me to the moon. Take me to the moon. When I get there, I'll go dancing through the air, dancing on the moon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off, another rocket ship run. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off, another rocket ship run. Take me to the stars. Take me to the stars. When I get there, I'll go jumping through the air, jumping from star to star. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off, another rocket rocket ship, run. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off another rocket ship, run. Take me to the earth. Leave me on the ground. When I get there, I'll be home. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off another rocket ship, run.
Would you like the chance to have your very own keepsake of Checkers and Snoozer in your home? Now you can have your own Checkers and Snoozer books or your own Snoozer plush toy. Excellent for birthdays, holiday presents, special achievements, or just to have the fun of Checkers and Snoozer in your family's home. Order yours today at www.checkerstheinventor.com store.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Dan. Welcome to our health tip of the week. Now in this episode, we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm actually gonna be Firefighter Dan, because when I'm not in the hospital or the doctor's office, I like to spend my time in the community as a volunteer firefighter. Not only do I think it's a great way to give back to the community, but it's also a way to have a lot of fun. Now October is National Fire Prevention Month. So throughout the month of October, we spend a lot of time as firefighters out in the community talking to boys and girls and adults about fire safety. We go to thousands of fires as a country throughout the year, lots and lots of fires, and the sad part is a lot of these fires could be prevented with some very simple fire safety tips. So today, I thought it'd be a great idea to talk about some ways we can practice better fire safety in our homes and in our communities. Now the first tip, everyone, is a fire extinguisher. We should have a fire extinguisher on every floor of our house. And not only should we have one, but we should know how to use it. It's actually really easy. You just have to remember 4 letters, P-A-S-S, or pass. Like pass me the fire extinguisher. The P, everyone, stands for pull, or pulling out this real safety tab right here, like this. A stands for aim, aiming at the base of the fire. We never want to aim at the top of a fire where all the flames are. We always want to aim at the bottom or the base. The first S stands for squeeze, so squeezing our trigger right here and shooting at the base of the fire. And the last letter, the other S, stands for sweep, sweeping back and forth until the fire is completely out. So make sure you always know how to use the fire extinguishers in your house. Now, another thing we should have in our house is a smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector. We should have these on every floor of our house, and we should be checking once a month to make sure they work by pushing the test button right here. And on top of that, everyone, we should be changing the battery every 6 months or 2 times a year. A really easy way to remember this is the first day of summer, right when we get out of school, we change the batteries then. And then in the winter, on the first day of winter, we change the batteries again. So once in the summer, once in the winter, or twice a year. Make sure we have one of these on every floor. Now the third tip, everyone, this sounds pretty straightforward, but unfortunately, many fires throughout the country all year occur because boys and girls or even adults are using matches and lighters incorrectly. Now we should always make sure to never play with matches or lighters, and if we ever use one of these, we should be asking our mom and dad if it's okay, and we should always have an adult there with us. Never play with matches or lighters unless an adult is there with you, and you should only be using them to start a fire for cooking or camping or something where you need a fire, not playing around with these. Never ever do that. The fourth tip, everyone, is knowing our safety number, and I'm sure we can all say it together, 911. That's the same number we call if we need firefighters, police, or medical personnel. We should always call that number when we have an emergency, but only when we have an emergency. Only call 911, boys and girls, if you are actually having an emergency. It's very important that you never call that number unless you need it.
And the fifth tip, everyone, is to have a safety plan with our family. We should talk to our brothers and sisters, our mom and dad, to make sure everyone knows if there's ever a fire in our house or a medical emergency or some other emergency, that everyone knows where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to do. Ask your mom and dad what your safety plan is, and if you don't have one yet, make sure you create one. All right, everyone, well, that's it. Those are 5 quick tips that we can use to practice better fire safety throughout the month of October, but especially throughout the whole year. If we follow those 5 tips, we can prevent so many fires and make our community a safer place. Let's review them one more time. Number 1, make sure we always have a fire extinguisher on every floor of our house and that we know how to use it. Number 2, make sure we have a smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector on every floor of our house and that we change the batteries twice a year. Number 3, make sure we know to call 911 if we ever have an emergency, but only if we have an emergency. Number 4, make sure we have a safety plan with our family and that we know what to do at all times in an emergency. And number 5, make sure we never play with matches or lighters and that we only use them when we're with our parents or another adults. Okay, everyone, I'm Dr. Dan and Firefighter Dan, and let's get back to Checkers Library TV.
Checkers Library TV is made possible by libraries across America. Support your local library today. Well, thank you so much for joining us for another great show here on Checkers Library TV. The fall weather is in the air and we are celebrating October with a bang. We had a lot of fun this time. Snoozer, I loved your joke this week.
Thank you!
Yes, and in just a couple weeks, we have the Halloween special, so don't forget to get ready for that. In just a few weeks, the Halloween special comes to you guys, and I am thrilled about that because Halloween's one of my favorite things. You've got all the darkness, you got the bats, the ghosts, a bunch of spooky things. Really, really fun, and we are really, really looking forward to that, so don't forget about that. We're gonna also have a little mini episode coming out in between a Halloween special and our October special, so get ready for that. We're gonna be with you guys every week throughout the entire school year season. And if you have a message you'd like to send us, if you want Snoozer to tell a joke you thought of on the joke of the week, if you've got something you want me to talk about, maybe a book for me to recommend, or just something you want to show us on your show, send your message to checkers@checkerslibrarytv.com. We always love hearing from you guys. By the way, if you've got something you want to send us for the question of the month, that might be a great thing to do also. And don't forget to spread the word on social media. Get the word out. Tell all your family and friends all about Checkers Library TV. We want as many of you watching us every single month and every week as possible, so make sure you're doing that. We will have our October and Halloween special coming for you guys in just a couple weeks. Until then, we'll catch you later right here on Checkers Library TV.